I'm going to show you how to install some UPVC cladding and some fascia strip. Hope you like the video. Okay, so first thing we're going to need is some treated timber. As you can see, this timber is different size to the lath. The lath will be going upright, so they're the vertical supports, that's what the cladding will be fixed to. And this piece of timber I've got to cut down to the right dimensions, but that will run across the bottom, and that's for the starter trim. The reason that's got different thickness is the starter trim actually sits on this edge of the cladding, so the cladding will slot into it, and on the back you can see there's these supports, and they're what will sit on the actual batten. So I'm just going to show you quickly how I'm going to rip that down. Okay, so I've got the timber. I'm just going to line that up at the bottom of the existing ply. Just get a fix in the middle to hold it. Okay, so that's the timber for the starting trim. Now I'm just going to put some uprights in, and that's to hold the cladding boards in place. Okay, so that's the timber battens cut. Now these are different, these are 19mm. So like I said, I cut that a bit thicker. That's roughly 10mm thicker than these, so that'll accommodate for the starting strip. So as you can see, we've got lines here. Now that's behind there's joists. So I built like a ladder frame originally. So these will just go in like so. A nice tight fit because they've been cut with a chop saw, so they fit pretty well as it is. Couple of screws, top and bottom. Again, these have been piloted, so that means that the timber won't split when we tighten the screws. So we could just put the screws in without piloting the timber, but being as the fixings are near the end, then that could lead to them splitting. So the last two battens in this corner, the reason I'm putting two is obviously to hide this and just give her a better seal inside. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this one up to the wall. Keep pricking the wrong screw up. So again, this is just an impact driver that I'm using. No different to a standard drill, other than this hammers and screws. It's just what I use day in, day out, so that banging noise, that's what you can hear. Allows you to put a lot bigger screws in into timber that you want normally be able to. Right, so that's the framework all finished, as you can see. Now what we're going to do is start to install the plastic. So underneath the garage door, that's just bare wood, so I'm going to clad that with a bit of plastic first, then I'll put the starting trim on and then we'll get the cladding on. Okay, so now we're going to install this starting trim. So I've already drilled some pilot holes in it. So what I'm going to do, just a little bit of a cheat, just to really help me hold it in place. So same again, we've got stainless steel pins. As you can see, if I just tap that in, I'm going to actually probably end up damaging this, so I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is use a punch, which is this thing here. That allows me just to put that on the nail head. I can get that. Okay, so that's the trim on. Now to put the plastic in place. So this is obviously the UPVC cladding. You can see it's a nice tight fit. So that sits all right. So what we're going to do is just take this protective layer off. Get rid of that. So what we've got now is that the roof of the garage, obviously it's a flat roof, is sloping down. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and marry it the best we can. So I've got a little measuring stick. So that's that side. So we've got quite a full the other side. So what we're going to do is lift this side up. Same again, pilot holes in the plastic. Got some stainless pins again. The reason we're using stainless is so that obviously they don't rust. Last thing we want is rust streaks down these boards. So I've got my punch again. Okay, so this is the last piece to go in. So obviously we've cut the back of the board off where it would normally be supported, so we've had to put a piece of 10mm timber in there. Again, that's pressure treated timber. So as you can see now, we've just got that hook that goes over there. So we'll take this off. So this should slot in. It's quite a tight fit. We'll just get something to prise that down. So the reason I can get away with just fixing this like this where you can see it is because what we're going to actually do is put a cladding strip on the front. So we get a piece of this, that'll sit like that. We're going to infill the piece underneath exactly the same as what we've done underneath. Okay, so for the final part of this video, we've now put this piece of timber on. Just going to put this cladding strip on. As you can see, I've already piloted this ready. So we're going to put the cut edge to the front. Again, I've got some cladding pins. These are the ones with the coated heads. Okay, so as you can see, that's all finished. Looks pretty good, quite pleased with that. I've not put any silicone down the sides, probably won't bother with that to be fair. That's all ready now for the fascia boards to go on. That'll be the next video. Yeah, so I hope you like the channel. Don't forget, please like and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Cheers.